Hello, friends.
Hi.
I'm going to see comments here. And let's see. There we go.
So nice to be here.
There we go. We've got a few people, Roz and Lori and Jean. Those must be your customers. Hey,
those names sound familiar to me. Yeah.
Lisa, I'm still not seeing your crafty desk. So,
okay.
Still keep working on it. Hi, everybody. So, this is our live broadcast of the Black Envelope Challenge. I'm hoping, oh, look at that. Someone shared it and someone's from Northeast Idaho. This is great. I love a community that says hello and tells us where they're from. Jan, look at that. And she's from my team.
Hi, Jen.
She's coming to Kelowna in less than 12 days, I think. So I get to meet her for the very first time. She's coming all the way from Montreal, and she says there's a clear picture of us both. She suffered through the last one.
I am so sorry about that.
Don't even worry about it.
Just blame it on the United States.
Yes, well, it was bad weather. So look at that. There's Carol and Kathy, Cindy, Mary, Xenia. All right. So I'm not exactly sure when we're going to be. Lisa and I haven't really talked about this, but we're not 100% sure where when the audience gets to jump in and throw us their wrench. And I think last time we said, get it from the embellishment page in the catalog. Is that still viable?
To me? Sure.
Yes. Yeah, perfect.
Sure.
All right.
Whatever you think. And yeah, maybe we have them tell us a little earlier this time. I don't know.
I think so too.
Okay,
well, we got a few people on here, so I still can't see your crafty desk, Lisa.
Let me go out and get back in.
Yeah. And I think what I'll do whilst you're doing that is I will run our intro. How's that?
I love it.
Okay, here we go. In the culinary world, a black box challenge involves the chef being given a black box of ingredients to prepare an amazing dish. In the papercraft world, the black box is transformed to a black envelope, and each of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators today will give each other an element to be incorporated into an amazing card design. And you, the audience, will also choose one element as well. We welcome you to our live streaming Black Envelope Challenge. We hope you have fun and get inspired. What do you think of that?
I'm so excited now. Oh my God.
I got goosebumps. That was pretty good. And I'm going to do one more little video here. A big hug and lots of love to the replay crew. If you can't be around for the live stream, it's great that you come and watch after the fact. I appreciate you. Ta-da! All right, Lisa.
You should record some audiobooks. I love your voice.
Thank you. I'm still not seeing your crafty desk. So what I'm going to do, do you want me to send you another invite? Because we can't do this without
mind? I'm so sorry. I can see it. So, I mean, it looks like I can see it. I'm so sorry. I'm obviously the technical difficulty.
All right. I will send you another as we, blah. It's the same one.
Link.
Yeah, same link.
Okay.
Molly just jumped on my desk.
Oh, good.
And I can maybe pull up my crafty desk.
Yes. I'm excited to see yours.
There we go. Ta-da! Oh, and look at what I have here. Oh, and I should put the comments out. There we go. Oh, somebody's watching on YouTube as Facebook was not playing nice. Okay. That's awesome. Oh, thanks, Carol, about my voice.
You see my hand?
No. That's so weird. Maybe you need to turn your phone completely off and then on again.
Hey,
you never know.
Before.
Yeah, maybe, who knows? I will be in the chat here.
All right.
Sherry from Kansas. Lori says, how cool.
Hello, ladies. I see some new faces, some returning faces. I love it. Hi. I remember Jan from last time. She also struggled through. Yes, La Riviere.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, no, I have to. Everyone says they can't see your desk either. You can see her face with her hand, but not her hand in the desk. That's what we want. And I have to add her. So as soon as I see it, I'll put it up. Okay. So we chose the Christmas lights stamp set. We had a little chat, and yeah, we kind of decided that that's what we were going to do. And it was so funny because I was looking at the stamp set, and I love the detailing, and it's so fun. Where you have the snowflake and the Christmas tree. Lisa, I don't see it. Do you want me to email it to you?
Well, yeah, did you see me before? I'm sorry to ask with everybody. Did you see me before, you thought, or no?
No.
My desk?
No, they hadn't.
Did you see my desk?
No, before, yes, but not now.
Let's try this. Maybe it doesn't remember. Well, let me just try this other thing. Sorry, everybody. Okay, carry on, Susanne. I apologize.
Anyway, I noticed that this stamp set does not actually have any sentiments. So it actually pairs nicely with the, I can't remember what the name of it is, but hang on, I'll get the catalog out handy.
Brightest Glow. I realize mine's backwards, but the Brightest Glow.
Oh yeah, that's it. The Brightest.
I'm in love with it.
So we have the dies. This is the dies. It's right on the front page. But then I always go to the back when I see bundles and stuff so that I know what page everything is. And I didn't get the other, I think it was 52. I didn't get the other stamp set. So here I'm going, okay, I have lots of background stuff, but I don't have any sentiments. So I had to pull a sentiment from, here we go.
That's on page 30. There you go.
Yeah, 31. So I just got this bundle. And then there's another bundle that goes with it. So I've ordered the stamp set and not the dies. I always do that. And then want to, I'm like, oh, geez, now I need the dies after.
I did the same thing. Why do I do that? Have
Maybe
I not learned
because we get a discount? I don't know.
I just want to give the money away. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I do love our beloved Stampin' Up. So if they get it, that's fine.
All right. Hey, Arlene. Yeah, we're just having a little bit of technical difficulty. Lisa can't get her crafty desk to show. So I'm actually going to email you just quick the link.
I can't see it.
And maybe you can go on through there.
Okay.
I know I can see you.
Still no luck on the other one though. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't see it. Anyway, I've just emailed you, so hopefully you'll get it something quick and be able to jump on through there. Sometimes Messenger is a little awkward. So
that is true.
We see your face, and you were in here before, so I don't know why you wouldn't be in here ago. For a while. So
I broke it.
You did not break it. Let me tell you, I was just visiting with my mom today, and I picked her up from her. She has a seniors program, so I pick her up, and she said, "Okay, I need to go get batteries for my phone." And I said, "Okay." So we went to this place called London Drugs, which is like a drugstore. They sell batteries. You know how they have the battery thing. So here I am with these. I think she needed triple A's. So I go and pick up the triple A's, and she brought her phone with her because it's portable, don't you know? So she brings her phone in the car with me. And then she says, she goes, we put the batteries in her phone, and it says that it needed like rechargeable batteries. And I'm like, oh, of course that makes sense because it's a rechargeable phone. So I go back into the thing and buy like more batteries for her telephone. And then she was like, it all seemed to work well. And then we go home, and I put the phone in the cradle, and it said something like it wasn't working. And I'm like, I don't understand why that's not working. It says that things all should be working, right? And she had a cleaner in the day yesterday, and I guess they must have switched off a light, which she actually plugs the phone in, so it turned off the actual unit. Anyway, I'm like, Mom,
no.
So I had to tape the like little the switch. Like, don't let the housekeeper
don't touch this.
Don't touch it.
They super cleaned it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I took down my crafty desk just so that you didn't have to stare at my hands. Well, you can stare at our faces while we're figuring stuff out here. Thanks for your patience, everyone.
I know, I do apologize. What can you do?
Oh, and I see some of my team's here. Look at that. Diane from Georgian Bay. Hi, Diane.
Yay. Hi, everybody.
And Arlene from Edmonton. I'll never forget Arlene joining one of our Zoom meetings that we were having with the team. And what was it, Arlene, that you had? You had something. I can't remember. And I'm like, who the heck is this person? It was the name of her iPad or something. And I'm like,
oh,
what
yes.
is that?
I've had that before. Somebody will say, like, it's my son's name. Because I'll think, like, who is James? Who,
Yeah, it was a weird name, though. Anyway. Hi, Terry. Oh, that's it. Her tablet is Huawei. I can't pronounce it. Huawei? I don't know.
Okay, I assume you're not seeing me.
Nope.
Well,
did you break your phone?
Pardon?
Did you break your phone?
No, I can see it. I can see it, and it says camera. But
you did go into the settings. Perhaps did you go into the settings again when we first started?
No.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's weird that you're not here.
Well, I don't want to keep being distracting, so I think
hang on. Somebody asked me a question whilst you're figuring stuff out. I can answer this. Jean wants to know a little bit about me and how I got into Stampin' Up. So back in 2014, I one of my friends was going to a card class and she invited me to come along. That's how it started. It was a slippery slope. I really enjoyed it. And I've always liked paper, like for my whole life. And I have saved my cards since I was a child. Like I have cards from my grandmother since I was 2.
Oh, that's
So,
fun.
I mean, I have some really special cards. And yeah, so I went to this card making thing and I'm like, that's really fun. And I went to lots of classes. I even signed up, and that was the early days of Paper Pumpkin when it was really crappy. I mean, Paper Pumpkin has come a long way.
Yeah, it did get better.
And so yeah, I was a blogger before that, but I was never like, I did sort of just craft projects, you know, like making your own laundry soap and, you know, cleaning your house and taking, I think it was called it was the Crafty Canadian Crafter or something, Creative Crafty Canadian or something. It doesn't, the blog isn't there anymore. It's long gone. But yes, so I kind of amalgamated both and I joined up in Celebration. My kitty cat, and I can't talk about him very long because I'll get upset. So my longtime kitty, 13 and a half years, he passed. And the house was very, very quiet. So, and I felt like I needed just to fill that empty space with, you know, creative. I could have spiraled into depression. I do suffer a little bit from depression. I did not do well during lockdown. Oh, Lisa, I'm seeing it. Almost. Yes.
May not be the right way, but we'll try it. Okay.
No, it looks good.
Don't talk about your cat for too long. I get it.
No, I can't do it because and he was like my pet. You know how sometimes you have a pet that's just, you know, gloms to your soul. Yeah. So when he passed, it was like, okay, the house was too quiet. I remember like he used to do things that would drive me nuts when he was alive. Like he would come along and bonk my legs and get attention from me. I'm like, stop that. Or that I walk along as, you know, box sand and stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I missed the box sand on the floor. So anyway, yeah. I threw myself into creative endeavors. And I all of a sudden got a team. It was funny. This is how it works. You ask people to stamp with you or to be on your team, and then they say, okay. I mean, and then you grow a team. And then all of a sudden I had, and I had lots of people join me, and I've earned the incentive trip since, well, not this year, but for the last 4 years. So, I mean, it's been lovely. I've only been on one of them, though. Every other time during COVID.
Where did you go?
So I went to the Greek Isles in 2019.
Fantastic.
And Stampin' Up really treats you well, and you get pampered, and it is quite a lovely situation.
I can't.
Hang on. Hang on.
I can't wait to be there with you.
Yes. And remember to mute your phone. I can mute it from here. Never mind. Ta-da! Here we are. We've done it. All right. Shall we? I almost want to start that intro again.
You don't want me working on your computer stuff.
Happy dancing. She sees 2 desks. All right. So we have the Christmas lights stamp set, and we're going to start off with, I'm going to give Lisa my envelope.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
A red embellishment, lady.
That might be good.
It would never work with mine.
This has been sealed. No one knew where it was. Does my audio sound okay?
I think so. let's see. Jan says that I'm echoing.
Terry Hamilton feels my pain. How about that?
So okay, well, I guess we need to talk. Echoing.
Okay,
Who's
and
echoing?
here is yours.
Oh my God, really?
Punched out shape. It doesn't have to be the daisy.
A punched out shape, or could it be like a die cut?
Well, it's gonna be a punch.
Okay. Yes.
Punches are fun.
All right.
Oh, good. I am so glad we're okay now. Excellent.
Awesome. And I love that I can see everybody's name. So I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but look, this is one of Stampin' Up's new products. We have, I mean, it's old but new. You get a little soft brush and like a labeled Stampin' Up little container for your embossing powders, and they have these tweezers, which the other day I used to help me tie a bow. Huzzah!
I love them so much.
I do too. So
yeah,
I'm going to have some embossing going on in mine. So what are you doing in yours, Lise?
Well, I am taking my inspiration from the cover of the magazine.
All right.
So we're going to case, sort of, right? Case with a twist.
Yeah.
This looks like a 5x7 card or a larger decor piece. And what I really like is this side of it. Whoops, let's see. This side. So I am going to make a card, not with the same colors, but with this layout, because it really, I mean, it's eye-catching, right? It's on the cover for a reason. And last night, I got overexcited. I couldn't help myself. And so I went live and I made a card. I cased another project out of the catalog. I cased this one. Look at all these bells and whistles.
Oh, wowzers. Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook.
I just was having fun with it, right? So this is definitely, the way I explained it last night was, this suite is kind of, if you were describing it as a woman, she's a woman who likes a lot of accessories. So anyway, and I decided kind of my palette ahead of time, should it work out. And luckily, I pulled a cherry cobbler and vanilla and gold kind of base here. So I will obviously need people's help, and we're going to have an additional element. Now I'm scared, but this is the plan.
I'm a little scared. I already got thrown for a loop already.
Oh,
I'm
no.
Poop.
I can think of 2 punches that are so up this alley right now.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah, I probably don't own any of them.
The Peaceful Deer.
Nope.
The Twinkling Stars, whatever the stars is called.
Yeah.
Oh no. You don't like
No,
punches?
it's a good one. I'm gonna have to no, I'll figure it out. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I bow down to your skills.
I think I got it. I might.
Well, this is our beautiful paper, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this paper. And this is a double pack of paper, everybody. So don't overlook it.
Nope.
And in the suite, there are also 2 packages. There's a package of foil papers and glimmer. So it's pretty fantastic as far as I call it a super suite, because it has 2 bundles in it.
Yeah, it's a big suite. And that's the thing, because I didn't, I thought there were sentiments in mine. I didn't, and I only had the one. Anyway, I've just started using my blending brush. I have sort of like just tonal blending brushes. I don't have one for every color, but so light blue, light green, dark green, that sort of thing. So I'm using Balmy Blue, and Pool Party. So I'm going to softly sponge on these colors before I go heat embossing. It's one of my very favorite techniques to do is ink blending. And I oftentimes I avoid ink blending because I love it so much that I think that I overdo it. But I don't care. And if you have like I'll just take because these are both light blue, I'm just going to take an envelope and sort of scrub off. Hope I'm not. And that way I can.
Yeah, the embossing buddy is back. I hope I said your name correctly, but you're right.
Xenia. Yeah.
Xenia, sorry.
Yeah. She's my sister, I guess. In the stamping world.
Line?
She's my Stampin sister.
I love it.
And she's a client. I cut her hair.
Well, I'm using the mini tonight. I love it so much. And then look at that. It looks like a decorated tree already.
Yeah, like very little work.
I wish this was how my real Christmas tree went up.
That's true. We can only hope.
Oh.
I'm going to get a Post-it note. I don't know if you guys know about this little trick, but you put the sticky side where your fingers are, and then you can kind of hold the Post-it note and keep your creamy fingers off of your page. I just put hand cream on. And I don't want to leave any bit unturned. Now, Terry says, oh, she thinks I'm good at ink blending. Thank you, Terry. It's my favorite. So I'm just working on a 5.5 by 4.25 piece of basic white. Somebody was asking about on my channel, I think, and they were saying, well, what do you use if you cut all of the basic white into quarters? Because that's what I do. I get my cardstock and my basic white, normal weight cardstock, and I cut it into quarters. And then in comes the thick basic white for my card stocks or for the card bases. So that's what I do. And I can't remember. I think her name was Ingrid that was asking me.
Wow.
So that's what I do. I don't use my regular weight stamping paper for card stocks.
Right.
Card bases.
No, I'm with you there. And likewise, I don't normally stamp on thick.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's wicky, isn't it? Have you noticed that? It's a little wicky.
Yeah.
And if you're new to this, you might not know what wiki means. It means that when you stamp, it's not crisp and clear. It has a tendency to sort of, I don't want to say the word bleed, but it could bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Xenia says, Sue doesn't best haircuts. Maybe she meant does, because I don't resemble that comment. All right. So
maybe she's a troll. Are you a troll? She doesn't do good haircuts.
Yeah, right. No, Terry's my moderator on Facebook and stuff. She will kick out all the trolls.
Good.
And then she's like, I mean dies. And then does. And then stupid autocorrect. All right. So I sort of have a little bit of balmy blue here. I sort of have, it's like an icy color, a mix together. And now I'm going to do a little test. I'm pretty sure it's still wet, but I'm going to be doing some heat embossing. So I want to make sure that we're all dry. And one way to test is just to put your embossing powder on your paper. And if it sticks, and I don't know if you can see that, but that's sticking. So I've got to wait a little bit. Maybe I'll dry it off screen here.
I love that tip. That is so handy and so smart before you get everything stamped and placed, isn't it?
Well, it's all about craftsmanship, I think. You certainly these are the little things that elevate your craft project, because oftentimes I do a really clean and simple, but sometimes that's the hardest because you really have to be careful with it. You have to be exacting sometimes with the clean and simple. See how easy that was getting it back into the container? And guess what, these guys? These were those jam jars. I thought they would be awesome for putting my embossing powders in. And then I just have a little sticker on the top that says what color. This is
That's
clear.
So smart.
Don't you learn? Like, I think I see a lot of really good ideas and from other crafters too. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that?
Yes. In fact, I was just thinking, too bad I just sold those. It's okay.
So someone said, I didn't know that about the thick cardstock not stamping crisp.
Yes, Jean.
It does. Well, it depends on, I guess, if you have a super juicy ink pad too, right? Maybe if it's a less juicy ink pad, it won't make a difference. All right, you guys.
I will say, when
I'm going to mute myself here for a second.
I saw a tip from, I can't remember who now, I'm sorry, but they mentioned that with fine lined stamps, sometimes stamping that onto thick cardstock, if you want to use the blends, is helpful. And I actually did find that helpful. I found like the color stayed a little bit more where it should. Don't ask me why, but
I'm just muting myself so that I can dry it. And I wanted to make mention here on the heat embossing machine, there is, can you see those numbers? There's a 2 and a 1. So if you only go onto the number 1, that's your drying section. And number 2 is heat embossing. So maybe people didn't know that. Little throw in the tip there.
That's why you're the master. Don't lose this. This would be something I would lose, so don't lose it.
All right. Okay, I'm going to test again.
Okay.
See if it's good to go. Oh, yeah. I didn't put that much ink on, so huzzah. So I watched Catherine the Great on, is it Netflix? And I picked up that huzzah. I killed somebody. Huzzah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, queens and stuff, I'm so heartbroken about Queen Elizabeth passing. If you guys hadn't heard, Queen Elizabeth has passed away at 96 in her favorite place, Balmoral Castle in Scotland. And I didn't know if you know this, but when a monarch dies, like instantly, because of succession, instantly her son, who is Prince Charles, he is actually now king. Like, it just happens that quick. You don't have to be
happens upon the death.
Yes.
Okay.
It's because of succession. So we now have a King of England. And being part of the Commonwealth, which Canada is, we have The Queen of England on our $20 bill and on most of our coins. So we were going to be seeing a change in our finances over the next couple of years where, you know, we won't be seeing him or her, we'll be seeing him.
And it's been like that for our lives. So that's probably going to be a big change.
I didn't, you know what? I don't know why, but I just didn't expect her to go. Of course, she was 96 for gosh sakes.
We hadn't heard anything though.
But I didn't know that she was even sick. I think that's the thing.
Well, do you think she was? I don't know if she had been.
I guess.
Right.
Someone says a new national anthem. Yeah. All right. So I've just used my embossing buddy that came with this little embossing kit. It comes in this little bag. And I always keep my embossing buddy back in the bag. And I'm going to use my Versamark, which is clear sticky ink.
Very
I said
nice.
yesterday she was
and
ill.
I knew you were going to use the snowflake because you told me you were in love with the snowflakes. So
yes,
kind of had a hint there.
And then you threw me a punch. Okay. How about oh, hang on. They said she was having some issues and went fast. They said today's show all the family was called to come home. That was this morning before she passed. Died of bone cancer. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. So you all know more than I, because and you know, it was a shock. It was a shock to me. Yeah. I found out about noon today.
Thank goodness all of these ladies are here with us because I didn't know any of that.
I know, right?
And again, it's to be expected, but still
shocking.
I didn't know if I'd ever see it. I thought, I thought King Charles might die before
her. Does anybody know how old King Charles is? That sounds weird to say, King Charles.
I think he's 77.
Will he be taking on a new name? I don't know.
I bet.
Somebody says, I like the new, he's 73. So, maybe 20 years. Then we're going to have to change all our money again.
Yeah.
Camilla is 75.
What does the Queen Consort, I forget her name, but what does the Queen Consort really mean?
That's her title.
Camilla.
I don't know if I don't know 100% about how things work, but I have a funny feeling because she was married before, there's some kind of issue, but I don't know.
Probably.
And I think it's kind of unusual for them to be king and queen together. But maybe I'm wrong. That's what I thought and I heard somewhere along the lines. Bone cancer, haven't heard that all day. Okay, so Kathy doesn't know if that's true or not. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm shocked.
I know. It will be different, won't it? Okay.
Yeah, she's queen consort, but she won't ever be queen. If that makes sense. Okay, I'm muting myself.
I don't know if you can see these, but they're so cute. These two dies, you stick them together with a glue dot. There we go. And they make these little stars. You guys, they're beautiful. And I've used I just used the vanilla and the gold. So in this suite, probably on page 31, you can choose this paper. And again, this does not do it justice. It has vanilla, which is really interesting. And then evening evergreen. Okay. And then gold. 2 sheets of each. Don't miss that because it is just, you can put it with anything, right? And vanilla is something that's kind of missing as far as all the sparkly stuff. How's it going over there, Embossing Queen? She's still embossing.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can.
So I've just done white. There's some nice.
Wow.
I mean, it's hard to do white on white, right? Because it is boring. But I'm bringing something else to the table, so I'm
You
gonna.
can't go wrong. I'm loving it.
I love this little broom. Do, do, do.
I know.
It makes no mess. No coffee filters. No extra pieces.
Right? Ooh, hard to choose, but. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. I think that's the same as what you were using, Susanne.
Yeah, we have the same. We have the same measurements. I sometimes revert to centimeters, but
do you guys do both? Do you use both for
we do
card measurements?
It's very difficult because we switch. So I am in Celsius, but with you guys talking Fahrenheit. I do centimeters in some things, and I do inches in paper crafting. I will do kilometers in driving, but like some people will go into miles. Like, it's so weird. We switched, I think, in the 70s when I was born. So I grew up with both.
Mm-hmm.
We're just an enigma. We're fun little Canadians. We have our little idiosyncrasies, right, guys?
I love my Canadians so much. Okay, little tip here. So for this piece of DSP that I'm going to put on the front, it's not cut down. It's going to be the full front. I don't want any margin. So I've taken my handy Stamparatus. Make sure that your card faces the right way, facing the right way. And then when you put it into the corner here, make sure you secure it in there as much as you can. And then you just come right in with your paper. And that's a really easy way to get this lined up properly. Okay?
All right. Ooh, I'm going to do some silver embossing now. I'm going to do lots of embossing.
I can't wait for this.
I'm the embossing queen.
You are.
Huzzah. Jan has asked if I embossed. I use my embossing buddy, and on my little whatever tray thing here, and if it would help with the powder sticking. So I'm trying that. Interesting thought process. Okay, we will try. This is a good
kind
test.
Of grab on a little bit, doesn't it?
It does, but then you got the little broom to sweep it off.
True. You know why you like that? Because it's like curling, and I know that's a thing for you guys up there. So,
not for me, but I think that, yeah. I know that my friend Sarah Fleming, her husband was really into curling, and we had the World Championships curlers or something in Kelowna, and he was trying to get me to go so that and watch it. I'm like, no. Well, look at that, Jan. Did you see that? How easily it came off? So smart.
Nice.
So it's not sticking so much.
We learned easily. Something.
And not only that, but you'll probably get some powder in your embossing powder. So that might make it even less sticky. I don't know. Okay.
Since you're mentioning about the powder and stuff, I will say both sets. So we sell our embossing powders in sets of 3 now. Both of them are on low inventory, and there's a reason for that, because we all want to make our Christmas cards with it. So I just want to make sure that all of you know you've got to get that if you want it. And also, I just changed out on my embossing powders after having bits and pieces sitting around here all the time. And it was like, I don't even know how to tell you. I think that what we do is we keep using that embossing powder and it lasts for, 10 years, right? But every time you sweep it in there, you get some other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And mine was
something
probably
there.
half cardstock. I feel like a new sense of love for my embossing. So my little tip tonight, change out your embossing powders.
It's a good idea. I bet you my friend Terry Hamilton has stuff. My friend Terry Hamilton has a lot of old stuff, like old DSP, and we're helping her. We should actually document it on YouTube, Terry, because she's cleaning up her craft room and she's getting some new things, and she's gonna, create a beautiful craft room. I'm gonna have craft room envy. But yeah,
Is she a Stampin' Up person too?
Yes, she's the lady that I work with the Lake House event.
Oh, great.
My retreat. All right. So one last tip I want to share with you guys. You can easily emboss with ink pads, like regular ink pads. I don't know if you know that. You have to be quick and you use the clear. But I usually go a step further so that I'm not so that I'm always going to have a successful time. So I will ink up my stamp sets or my images or what have you with Versamark first. Then, and it's not going to hurt your ink pad to go in and ink up your ink pad or your stamp. And I try to do this very, very quickly. So these have all been hit with Versamark first. And then I try to do this as fast as I can to get that powder on. So this is clear powder, but it sticks.
All right. Then you have any color embossing powder you want.
Exactly. So you don't need all the other colors. Terry says, you can always come over here and play in my new room. So I'm helping her in the first part of January to put her craft room together. She with bookcases and special. She's going to get some flooring, and even this week we might go out and look for a new lamp for her.
That's exciting.
Yeah, Terry's the lucky one.
I want a new craft room. I think I'm ready at this point to put these down now. Oh, Susanne, I think we need some input from our friends about embellishments. She's on mute. Sorry. Look at these, you guys. They are so perfect. They are red. They're called red and green adhesive back pearls, but there's red, there's soft succulent, there's silver, and there's gold. So it's kind of a more deluxe than they let on. Let me make sure there's not anything else I'd rather use. Susanne.
You can't hear me. Hi.
There you go.
I was going to say we have page 142 and 143 of the embellishments on in the annual catalog. So we want your input. So this is where you can throw a wrench to both of us. I threw a wrench at Lisa with red embellishment. So yeah, you guys as the live audience, type in what you want to see on those pages, or you know what, if you see an embellishment on the in the annual catalog, you can, or sorry, in the holiday catalog, you can throw that one in there too. We'll do our best.
We're professionals. Not really. That's not a thing, but.
So, audience, it's time for you to put your ideas in. Anytime
you get to be part of this card.
Xenia says glitter washi tape.
That is Halloween. Glitter washi tape. That.
And I think before we had chosen the number 3, right? The third comment.
Oh, okay. Yes, that sounds fun.
Sequins. Thank you, Bernie. Oh. You're right up my alley. I'm happy with that.
I love sequins. Bernie, yeah. Good job.
Good job. Number 3.
I love it all, but
I have many sequins.
I have lots, and I just bought more, and they just came in today. Ooh.
Have you seen the sequin packs that the Stampin' Up sells, guys?
Oh gosh, those are fun.
These are massive. I've used all the green ones.
You did.
So there's pink, blue, and green.
They're so beautiful. I'm going to be using. I just bought a new package. Just had to, because I'm going to be using them in my apple harvest and this birthday piggy class coming up. And God, they're just so stunning. I love them. You need these. If you're wondering, you need these. They are item number 159187. I feel like I'm on QVC a little bit here.
Yeah, she's caressing them.
But we also have those sequins from the candy canes, I think. Adhesive back seasonal sequins. They're like 4 different colors as well. There they are.
Oh, I love those.
I know. Aren't they great? Yes. Okay. And these are gold. I don't remember which red, but I think that's garden green. I'm really having to eat my words about garden green this season because I've always said it was my least favorite color.
Oh.
But it has a place. Does anybody
know what my least favorite color is in the comments?
You don't like Mossy Meadow.
I think everybody on the planet knows that. I refuse to buy the paper. I refuse. Like I have
it because I think inks really pop off of it, but
yeah, no,
I don't. You don't have to like it. Me and Garden Green, you and Mossy Meadow.
Okay, I like Garden Green.
See?
Yeah, but my favorite green is Shaded Spruce.
Oh, I like Shaded Spruce. It's good.
It's a good green.
Granny Apple. My favorite is
Granny Apple. Oh, okay.
I'm into brights, and you are too.
Yep.
And then look at this card I'm making. I was challenging myself. So I got this sentiment die from the All That. This is one of the masculine suites that's in the annual catalog. These are so good. Whether you're making them for masculine cards or not, all these label dies and the ribbons, they're good. Okay, so of course we're going to stamp on vanilla, right?
All right. So I did my little ink trick with that, with the clear embossing.
That's beautiful.
And I am really loving the, it's called Stylish Shapes. And the reason why I love them is because they have positive and negative stitching, faux stitching around even the negative or the positive if you choose to use it that way. So, which I love.
Yes.
All right, here's my punch.
The whale punch?
I'm using the whale punch, lady.
Wow.
I know. Okay. I have a plan.
She's inspired me to do a little embossing here. So let's see how this ends up looking. If we emboss it in gold, why not? Give it a try. Jean says her least favorite is petal pink.
I can see that. It's not the best pink.
It's no secret that the ink is a little brown-ish looking.
Agreed. Lisa, do you know if champagne foil is still current?
I'm afraid not. How about rose gold? Does that help you?
I don't know. I have some.
Let me double check the champagne, but I sure love it though.
Yeah. I have some adhesive backed foils and stuff in my little stash, and I don't ever throw away adhesive backed anythings,
Right?
whether it be foil or what have you.
I feel the same way.
Whatever's
All right,
adhesive
I'm gonna
on it.
emboss this. I'm not gonna mess with the no. I don't want to turn anything on or off. So I'm just gonna, emboss down here away from the mic.
Oh, I can mute you if it gets annoying.
Okay. I bet you a lot of people that know me would like that option.
I think sometimes in my job, that's lots of people would love that for me as well. All right, I'm going to have a little piece of foil here. And this is our adhesive. You basically make a sticker out of stuff, which dig in. So no champagne foil. Someone says, Roz says, don't fall off your chair. Never get a good image with petal pink. Huh, and that's interesting. Fascinating. Donna Gray? Shut up. Donna Gray is here in the house.
Donna Gray's in the house.
Hi, Donna.
Donna Gray.
Donna's
from Queensland now, everyone. She's made the big move. Donna, I'm so happy for you. And I'm sure you're having a fantastic time with all your newness. And I just wish you the best.
I remember I accidentally Facebook called Donna and we chatted for hours.
Yeah.
Because I like pocket called her from Facebook.
She is fantastic.
I know. She's awesome. And yeah,
nothing but kind
she's like
and
the
brilliant
top demo
businesswoman
in the UK, or sorry, in Australia. Donna, are you still doing hair, or did you have to give that up?
I don't think she's still doing hair.
You think so?
That's just my guess.
Donna, yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a lot in common.
Yeah, she says we never shut up.
Oh, look at it. It's so
That
cute.
is very true.
Whoops.
No, you're retired. Aw. Well, you know what? If I'll bring my scissors, and if you need a haircut on maybe in Mexico, I'll bring my scissors, my shears with me, and I'll cut your hair. How's that?
That sounds so fun.
That'll be fun.
If I make it to Mexico, will you cut my hair too?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
We'll have a hen party in the in my
I can't
room.
wait. Okay, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to put this ribbon onto the label, but I want to be able to see it from the front. So I've just put seal all over the back, right? And you saw that I cut the ribbon in half just to give us, again, a little bit of versatility, a different look. And I want it to look a little messy, but Not really messy.
Yeah, no, I didn't earn Norway this time, Donna. I think I got a little disheartened, and then it just didn't work out this year. So I'm going to try hard next year. It will happen next year.
Yeah.
And Lisa's going to make it happen for herself next year, too.
I'm giving it a try.
So, yeah, we're both. Oh, Dina, she says she's a hairdresser by trade also.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wow.
That's great.
There must be something with hairstylists liking Stampin' Up or something.
I think we are creative types, and that is that's what happens.
Okay, but see, I will tell you, I'm an accountant, right? They
Yeah,
frown
it
on us
doesn't make
being
any sense at
creative.
all to me.
And I have a ton of accountant stampers, maybe because that's who I know, but also we always feel like we need a break.
Yeah.
We need an outlet,
Yeah. I get that.
Unless you're like just really nerdy and just like accounting.
I have several accountants that are my clients, and I am thankful for them. They have often given me hints.
Yeah.
I also have a client who works for the GST office, and she also gives me hints. Are you familiar with our goods and service taxes?
I am. Yes, I'm familiar with them.
Very handy. It's funny too. She was telling me, she's like, it's not our lifestyle. She goes, but I remember talking to somebody, and of course she didn't give names, but he was trying to tell, like, he bought and sold luxury cars. And he was trying to say that he, it was a business. And she's like, okay, well, I need to have all the forms and stuff like that because we tax for that. And he apparently went off on her about stuff for the government and blah, blah, blah. It was interesting. Anyway, she was saying, she's like, we would never know about this tax because it's like not part of our lifestyle. I'm like, yeah, that is true. I cannot afford to own a Ferrari or a Porsche. I'm lucky that I own the Fiesta that I drive.
It didn't quite fall into the luxury tax category.
Nope. I think it's under 20 grand, actually. I think it was 18.
Pay all that money for something that just, I don't know. Cars are, I like a dependable car and I like a quiet car. But they just don't do it for me.
What kind do you drive? Lisa? What kind do you drive?
Well, let me preface this by saying it's 20 years old. A BMW.
A BMW. Yes. Very nice.
But it's a nice car, and I've preserved it well, I guess, is what I'm saying. Although it is at the mechanics today. That's a story for another day, guys, but it's been an interesting afternoon around here.
Donna says her daughter drives a Fiesta. Donna, what do you drive? Just wait, she's going to say Mustang. I can tell already.
Can you probably have a muscle car. Yeah. Red.
She probably has a muscle car. I know she does.
If she doesn't Mustang for Donna Gray.
All right, I'm adding my my challenge.
She needed a creative outlet too. I bet you did. You were a nurse.
What's a Holden Cruise? I've never heard of that. Well, did you know this is something I'm full of, because I'm a hairdresser, I'm full of little things, little pieces of information that make people go, oh my God, do you know everything? And then it's just enough to annoy people, honestly. Basically, a Volkswagen cannot survive in Australia because of the heat. Funny, hey? I drove a Volkswagen Fox for like the longest time.
You mean they're not like made to be in the heat?
No, they can't. They have a magnesium based engine. So yeah, they
You
will
do
blow
know
up.
interesting things. I had no idea.
Okay, and this is what I just learned. I just learned something. I'm going to blow all of your minds. Okay. Why do they call it the mall?
Why?
Right. So I always have issues where I'm like, why? I stay awake at night and go, why? So you don't just go to one shop, you go to them all.
Stop.
No, it's serious.
That's
Right?
it.
What?
I love
We
it.
had a VW in Australia. Yeah, so yeah, I'm surprised. Maybe in Australia after 1970, after 1980, they might have changed, but they're Donna says, "Oh well, there are loads of them over here, the VWs." Yeah, there's a couple that the VWs that were made in Mexico. They have a magnesium-based engine, and they cannot. So mine was in 1988. So after the 90s, I think they swapped those magnesium engines, and yeah, maybe that's the reason. But anyway, this is what I was told.
Well, Dina, or let's see. Dina said she drives a Mustang convertible. Did you see that?
Oh,
She
no,
a
I did
Canadian,
not.
Dina Carter. She a Canadian friend of
Okay,
yours?
I don't know who Dina is.
Well,
She's watching from YouTube. Dina, what color? Is it red? Is it a split back? 1969, 68?
listen to you.
I do like some cars.
Can you give me some help, audience and Susanne? What do you think about this sentiment here?
I like the sentiment.
Is it okay right there on the tree, or should I move it?
No, I think it looks good.
Okay, then we'll go with it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you. Now these sequins have sort of a matte, well, not sort of, they have a matte finish to them, and they just, again, just add another cool layer of texture and shine without being super shiny. I'm just going to decorate.
She's white on white. She's a 2001. She's like, my mom was, somebody said my mom was in her 80s and drove a Mustang convertible. How cool.
I love that.
That's awesome.
That is. Okay, I think I'll just decorate the trees. Okay. And I think I'm there.
One thing I really like about this lovely the streaming service that we're using is, look, I can put somebody's comment up.
Oh, Ineki says perhaps try lower right.
Right.
That would be good too. I'm going to try it.
But then, okay, look at what Jan says. She says like she likes it there. We're having an argument now.
Jan and Ineki are going to have to go to the mat. But see, I can try it. See you later, Donna.
Bye, Donna. It was great for you coming in.
It's so nice to chat with you. Okay, so I tear cards apart all the time. If you get a card from me, I often say this, it probably has a masterpiece hiding behind it, kind of like the Mona Lisa, right? So here's what it would look like down in the lower right. Let me move this.
Wait, everyone's comments in the way now. I'll remove the comment.
What do we think?
I liked it where it was.
I think it's too much down on the bottom, but I like the idea. At least we tried.
Mm-hmm. You
Kind of the
entertained
good
the
thing
thought.
about dimensionals. You kind of pull them apart a few times.
I just cut them. Like I
Oh,
come
right.
underneath
Like
and
this.
cut.
You just
Sometimes.
go
Yeah.
down underneath. Smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love this. I'm going to do a tiny bit of stamping inside because I can't leave it alone.
Yep.
And these snowflakes are so adorable. I agree with you there. I put them inside this card and I just think they're so charming. There's also the world's tiniest tree. Did you see this, everybody? See this little guy?
I know. How cute.
And the die looks just like a party hat.
That's cool.
So if you need a party hat for your hippos or something, I think you could use it for that.
Oh, I do like sequins. There's something about a sequiny card. And I'm so glad that we have them from Stampin' Up.
I know. We have lots of good choices.
We have. The one thing that we're a little bit lacking on is washi tape.
Yeah.
So if you get a card kit from me, I actually put in some washi, and I got to tell you, so you guys know I'm a cat lover, right? So I got this fun little cat.
Aw.
I mean, and they're like stickers, but they're
Yeah.
washi stickers. Look
Oh,
at them. And
fun.
oh, like, look at how innocent she's looking. And look, she's, and knocking off the
I love that
roses.
one.
Oh my gosh, so fun. And then I got this other one that's kind of autumn themed. So I add some stickers to my card kits just for the heck of it.
Well, I love those.
You have puppins though.
I too add stickers.
Ooh,
kind of when they're
show me,
least
show me, show me.
expecting it. Let's see. And of course, they're llamas, right?
Oh,
so
yes.
here's like just a girl who loves llamas. It's just a mix of, right, a ton of them.
That's great.
There was one in here that is a llama, except it's supposed to look like Bob Ross.
What?
So,
Bob Ross?
yeah, it's a llama that's painting a scene, you know. So they're pretty fun. They make me happy. So I hope people like them.
I do. I mean, you know what? Oh, Xenia says only the Golf was version not compatible with Heat. Well, I was told my Fox was not either, which was before the Golf. Anyway.
You know,
Semantics.
Volkswagen, a couple different models. That's on my short list to look at next year when I finally give it up. Well, maybe.
I think I would like a Tesla, but only if I move to the States. Because apparently, from what I've been told, is that Canadian Teslas cannot handle the heat. Well, they let's just say that they don't warm up enough, and there's ice that forms on the actual car, and you're like driving around with a big, piece of ice. Yeah, because it doesn't warm up really.
I did not know that.
Right? Because it's not a combustible engine. Who knew?
You know more about cars than you
No,
like.
I just know a little bit enough to piss somebody off. That's all. I'll be honest. The mall.
Although, so my mechanic, what happened was my antifreeze thing busted. When I called my mechanic, who I've known for 20 years, and I didn't realize I came off as such a nitwit, he honest to God asked me if I knew how to open the hood.
Oh, really?
And I was like, should I be insulted? Like, I don't work on anything in there, but I can fill up fluids and stuff. damsel in distress.
Terry, you're not moving to the States. Terry and I are going to go on a venture next year, and we're going to do Thelma and Louise trip. And we might very well drive a convertible somewhere.
That sounds so fun.
Right? You can come with us.
Okay.
We can stop by. It's Boise, right? We can stop by Boise, pick you up, take the dog.
Come on down.
Yeah. No, I don't necessarily like muscle cars. I just like what I like, which I like Mustangs. I like that car from, what's the Supernatural? Don't know what one that one is. That was nice. It's a black car. Nice. You can sleep in it. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's like got a really back bench seat.
No.
Oh, somebody asked the sequins. Show the sequins, Lisa.
The sequins are on the soft succulent tree, and the something red is on the cherry cobbler tree. All right, let's see your punched element, Donna.
All right, hang on. Here is a punched element. Here is a punched element. Here is a punched element.
Yep.
It's incorporated with the snowy scene. You can't really see the white has disappeared.
I just kept thinking I was going to see a silver whale, and I didn't know how that was going to fit in.
No, because it's a builder punch. So I used this little piece here.
Yeah.
And this little piece and this piece. Yeah. See?
You're so smart.
Right? Look at that little piece. It's like a tittle of the eye.
Right.
I know. Well, this is what it's all about. And your red embellishment? Oh, yeah. On the tree. Yeah, you probably were going to do that anyway. Someone said it was an Impala. So, yeah, that's right. I like the Impala from Supernatural with the boys in it. The boys have to be in the Impala as well. Well, I think we did pretty good.
Once I finally got on, you guys, I'm so sorry.
Don't even. Did we figure
out
what it was?
The only thing I can say for myself is I don't give up.
Well, I mean, it's only fair that you have trouble on my streaming when I had trouble on your streaming.
But now we're done. We're experts.
Yes, we're experts now. Yeah. So anyway, this is utilizing the, in case anybody wanted to know, this is the Christmas lights stamp set, and the my Joyful Wishes comes from the Joyful Flurry, and you might be expecting an online class with this snowflake the bundle, because you get a look at the snowflakes and you get the dies to cut it out with. So I love snowflakes. I'm a sucker for them. But
those are beautiful.
Yeah, these are the ones that we used today, and I had to use a punched element, and Lisa had to use a red embellishment, and then the third comment today was to use our sequins. And you have that box because somebody was asking what the numbers were.
Please let me show you again. Try and get the glare off of it. 159187. Okay.
Oh, hang on. I tried to make that bigger and it didn't work. Never mind.
159187. Or you can just put in for everything, or just put in sequins if you're searching on it.
Yeah, and you get 4 different colors.
3
different colors: pink, blue, and green.
But within them, they have all different sorts of pieces and parts.
They do. It is like lots of goodies.
Curls and almost looks like a bunch of found items, right? So look in there.
Mhm.
Pearls and sequins and iridescent things and flat colored
Yeah.
things. It's like last year's For Everything sequins on steroids, or 2.0. These are really great containers. I've had so much fun with you. Can we do this again tomorrow?
Been fun. It's a good one today.
And thank you so much for all the
go
comments. I want you to know, obviously, I wasn't watching all of them, but I'm going to go back and check them out. And I can see some people I know, and I can see some new friends too. So that's
Mhm.
very exciting for me. And Susanne, I just thank you so much for participating in this with me. It's just fun. What can I say? I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
fun. So next time, we're going to do it next month, the first Thursday of the month as well. And this time it'll be on your channel. Hopefully we've worked out all the kinks. And obviously the Facebook uh, 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 video will be up, and I'm leaving this open for on YouTube as well. And just a little hint, if you guys have watched this all the way, I'm almost at 15,000 subscribers. If you guys aren't a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel just to get me over that 15,000 sub. That would be awesome. Thank you.
Let's do it tonight.
Do it tonight.
Yes, I love it.
And we'll post
everyone, and I will post stills. We'll post still pictures too on our Facebook pages and stuff. So
this was
you'll see more of it.
Original. So that's the one with the sequins and the punch, all the sparkle and the bling.
Yes.
Subscribe.
So if you don't have this bundle yet, you want it. Okay.
Awesome. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. And it was really great. We're actually, if there's any questions you have for me or Lisa, we would love to answer them. We have a few minutes left. Somebody just said, beautiful cards. Christmas is too early for me. And Jen says, thanks.
You guys are great.
Yeah, everybody says pretty cards.
Hey, Mandy.
Kind of fun to see. Oh, this is the lady who wanted to know what the sequins were.
Yes.
Okay, so good. Terry wants to know, where are those sequins in the catalog?
Your annual
the catalog. They're in the annual.
Here.
Yeah.
So they're right here on page 141. We have the same catalog, right?
Yeah.
141.
Show her the big picture of the sequins at the top. Push it down a little bit.
There we go.
No, the header.
Oh,
right there, Terry. It's right there, Terry.
Look at them. Look how beautiful they are, Terry. Terry, you need to get these.
I mean, she's like, where were these? How did I miss them? I don't know. Were you wearing your glasses, Terry? I'm a jerk.
Look at them. Oh my gosh. You must have them.
Yeah.
Terry, we want to see a card from you with those sequins on it.
Yeah, Terry, send us a card with this.
Well, I'll give you 2 weeks so you can order them, and then
you can come over and borrow mine. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us. It was wonderful to see everybody, and it seemed to work when it worked. So yay, huzzah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye, Canada.